What's up, everybody? Tony Beats Guy here. We're back with Facebook Friday, where I take your questions on Facebook. If you're not following me on Facebook, make sure you do. Link is in the description below. And let's get right into the questions. First question is, will you do anything special when you hit 50,000 subscribers? Honestly, I haven't actually thought about it, what I'm going to do when I hit 50,000 subscribers. I did want to do a 24-hour live stream, but I'm really just trying to decide what I want to do. So I want to take your guys' suggestions. Let me know in the comments below. That's going to be the question of the day. What you want me to do when I hit 50,000 subscribers. What is your favorite color? Well, I have a couple favorite colors. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite color, honestly. There's so many good colors. I'm going to have to go with blue. But I also like the color white. I know a lot of people don't say white, but I really like the color white. I don't know why. If you just have like a really clean white t-shirt or a clean white hat, anything white is cool. Blue and white. Red's also good. I like yellow. Orange. Okay, I'm done. That's too many. It's too hard to decide. White and blue. Sticking with that. Who do you think will win next year's Royal Rumble, and who do you think deserves to win it? Honestly, I want somebody new to win the Rumble. I'm tired of guys like John Cena or guys that have already won the Rumble winning the Royal Rumble. I know the Money in the Bank is for the up-and-comer guys as well, but I want to see somebody that hasn't won it before. Maybe like a Wade Barrett, Antonio Cesaro, even a guy like Daniel Bryan. I just think it would be good to go to somebody fresh, new, even Dolph Ziggler win the Rumble. We'll see where he's at that time, but I think it needs to go to somebody that hasn't won the Rumble and needs to push to the main event scene and farther. What is the best tag team ever in the WWE? Now, I'm going to talk about wrestling in general. There's a lot of really good tag teams. WWE had Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardys. Those three were amazing tag teams. And then you had Lita, you had Spike, and you had Rhino. That made things even more interesting. I really loved the New Age Outlaws. I thought they were an awesome tag team. I also liked the Outsiders, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. They were a very good tag team. Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Hare was an awesome tag team in WCW. There's a lot of really, really good tag teams. You can go back to the Legion of Doom. They were awesome as well. Demolition was awesome. Smoking Guns. Honestly, probably my favorite was the New Age Outlaws, just because what they did was awesome. They were awesome on the mic. It was like Road Dogg was great on the mic, and then Billy Gunn was awesome in the ring. And the tag team just worked perfectly. They worked off each other so good. They wore the South Park shirts. They were so cool. And this was when the Attitude Era was at its peak. So New Age Outlaws is probably my favorite tag team. But there are really a lot of good, great tag teams in the history of the WWE. Are you going to be getting the Xbox One or switch to the PlayStation 4? It's really a tough thing. Right now, the way that I see PlayStation as a little bit more innovation. They have a little bit more going for them than the Xbox One. Xbox One looks more like television, but I'm going to wait till see what's going to go down at E3 because it looks like the Xbox One is waiting to reveal all the good stuff at E3, so we'll have to wait and see. Honestly, if Xbox delivers the same great Xbox experience that I have right now, I'm going to have to go with the Xbox One. Now, I'm sure I'm going to get Xbox One and PS4, and it's going to be tough to decide which system I'm going to play on and which system I'm not going to play on, but honestly, I'm going to have to say I'll probably get both of them. If the Xbox One delivers, I'll play that. Probably go with both. It just depends. I'm really interested in the touchscreen controller on the PS4, but I'm also interested in the Xbox One for its online usability. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm very, very interested. Like I said, E3 will have to wait. And when both consoles come out, I'll probably end up buying both of them, and we'll have to see how everything goes down. What are the pros and cons of being Tony Pizza Guy on YouTube? Well, there's not really any pros and cons of being me on YouTube. Well, we can't talk about it. Number one, I'm kind of trapped in this whole wrestling video game stuff, which I want to kind of get out of when the Xbox One and PS4 comes out, because there's going to be a lot of games on there. There's not even going to be a wrestling game on there right away. So I'm going to try and heavily focus on the new consoles, hopefully get some new subscribers. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that content. As far as YouTube goes, it's kind of hard because a lot of the views are going mobile. A lot of the stuff is not getting as much money as usual, so it's kind of like a downer. It sucks. It's like my channel is growing and I'm getting very successful and I'm getting the most views I've ever gotten, and it's just not the same. The money's not the same. So that's one of the cons of being pro. Is awesome. There's a lot of great things that come with this YouTube stuff. I meet a lot of great people. I have a lot of great experiences. I met a lot of great friends on YouTube. And I think that being on YouTube is one of the greatest things to do. Even if you don't make money, just being on YouTube, interacting with a crowd and having fun, that is the number one thing. I'm so glad I got into it just because of all the people I've met, all the opportunities I've got, and all the things that I've learned over the years. YouTube's a great thing, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm going to get a second job, but that doesn't mean anything. YouTube is still one of those things where I just look back and say, you know what? I love YouTube. I'm going to make videos regardless of the amount of money and all that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully when PS4 and Xbox One come out, I'm going to do some new videos on that. So we'll have to wait and see. What did you do for fun as a kid? Now, you may not know this, but when I was growing up, the internet was still new. There was the dial-up stuff, and it was very, very hard to get online. It would take forever to connect to the internet. So when I was a kid, I was mostly into sports. I was also big into video games. I played the NES, Super Nintendo, N64, PlayStation, all that good stuff. I was really into the games and the computers and stuff. But I did play a lot of sports as a kid. That's what I did. I played baseball, and I really loved baseball. I played football. And then I did the typical kid stuff. Go outside, play with friends, neighbors. You know, I had a couple neighbors who lived next door that I always used to hang out with. That was kind of fun. That was the stuff that I did as a kid. You know, you go outside, you play some video games. That was fun. You know, we always played NFL Blitz. I remember me and my neighbor I'd go over to his house, and we'd play NFL Blitz, and it was just an awesome game. And that's some of the fun stuff I did. As a kid, playing outside, you know, just typical kid stuff. Go outside. I know kids nowadays are into the Xbox and the internet and all that, but when I was a kid, I had internet every once in a while, liked to play video games, but I also was outside a lot. What kind of movies do you like? Honestly, I'm really into comedies. Comedies are probably my favorite genre of movie just because you can sit back and you can laugh, and laughter just makes your day a million times better. So great comedy is always good. I really do like horror movies. Horrors are very fun to watch. I like Friday the 13th, even though they're kind of cheesy. I like them. Nightmare on Elm Street, I like them. Those are probably my two favorite horror series. I like a good scare. That's always good. And I'm also into documentaries. I really think documentaries are awesome. I think that if you watch a really good documentary, they are very, very awesome. Like if you've ever seen the documentary on Troll 2, greatest worst movie. That's an awesome movie. The Winnebago Man is an awesome documentary. There's a backyard wrestling one called The Backyard. Any wrestling documentaries are also entertaining. And then last, I really like terrible movies, like movies that are so bad they're funny, like Troll 2. Now they even made a documentary on it, like I said. But good bad movies are always good. Like if you watch Mr. Nanny or Suburban Commando, those Hulk Hogan movies, yeah, they're very, very funny because they're supposed to be like kids movies, or I don't even know. I really like terrible movies that are funny. Then I just sit around and make fun of them with my friends, get drunk and watch them. It's very, very fun. Who is your favorite DC comic hero and explain why? This is a very easy one. I'm going to have to go with Batman. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you only like Batman because of the Dark Knight saga. No. Batman has always been my favorite. I love the old Batman movies. Like now they're not as good, but the Tim Burton ones were good. I liked Batman Returns also. That one was good, even though a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was cool. I liked it. I liked the Penguin. I thought it was cool. I think Batman is awesome because the villains are awesome. That's awesome. Like there's a lot of superheroes where their villains are just not memorable and it's just not good. But with Batman, you have so many good villains. You have the Joker right there, and the Joker, awesome. Whether you're going with Jack Nicholson or you're going with the Heath Ledger Joker in the two movies, both great, good portrayals, but honestly, Heath Ledger one is better. Like I said, they had the awesome Batman animated series. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the Batman animated series, the one that was on Fox, I believe, that one was just great. If you've never seen that, make sure you check it out. I believe they have it on YouTube. I'm sure you can find it. Netflix, I think, as well. But Batman, just really awesome. Then they had the Arkham City, Arkham Asylum games. Those were great. Honestly, great cartoon, great movies, great video game. That makes for a great superhero. I think he's better than any other superhero out there, even better than like Spider-Man. better than Fantastic Four, Avengers. I like Batman. I think he's awesome. I think he's a great character. He doesn't have a lot of money. Well, he does. That's about all he has. But he doesn't have a lot of, he doesn't have any crazy stuff happen. Like a spider didn't bite him or anything. It's just getting revenge for his parents, becomes a Batman. The Batman is awesome. Anyway, guys, hit that like button if you enjoy this series. As always, this was Facebook Friday. Again, remember the question of the day was, what should I do when I hit 50,000 subscribers? So leave your comments below. We'll be back next Friday. Tony Pizza Guy, brag out.